Yo, all I know is I'm about to really get into it, right? Boom, right? So, right now, I'm gonna expose all of Japan and how everything really came from black culture, okay? Because, we got people like today, like Thundercat and Wu Tang Clan, and some people try to be, oh, that's culture appropriation, oh, y'all, shut the F up. Y'all don't know nothing about history, man. Let Thundercat be Asian, cuz. I'm playing, no. But, I like Thundercat, I like Wu Tang, I like the RZA, the Jizza, the Raekwon, the U God, the Ghostface Killer. We hate Method Man over here, though. I ain't gonna hold you. But at work too. I have people like Thundercat, or just black people with hella like Japanese tattoos, writings, and all types of things. They come up to me and they be like, "Yo, like, hey, is this cool that I'm dressing like that?" I'm like, "We all good here, brother. What are you talking about? It's all peace around. What do you mean? Ain't nobody mad. Just you see how respectful you were. Everybody, if everyone was respectful, there ain't no problems. There ain't no problems here, cuz." But we gonna get into it. We gotta talk about the real black history here. All right, so we got the people of Japan called the Ainu. Now the Ainu to me were like the American Indians of to Christopher Columbus, excuse me. But so Christopher Columbus supposedly came to America, founded it. He was the first person there. Bitch, you talking stupid. Clearly the American Indians were there. But so, nowadays you look up Japan or you see Japanese people, you see the Asian people, but the Japanese people, they recognize that the Ainu, you see the woolly hair, the dark skin, yeah, these are black people. That's what people get wrong. They think the Ainu are like just some like weird half black, some I don't know, but no, they're black people, but I don't know. I don't know. They've been whitewashed because just like how they do Jesus and Buddha and all of them, everybody who's black, they just whitewash them so, white people just look better. And, I'm really disappointed in the Japanese people that try to whitewash the Ainu too. Y'all really ain't cool for that one either, though. But they've been here. But then here's the thing about the Ainu, right? They are like how the Japanese, they view them as the original people of Japan. The Ainu don't view themselves as the original people of Japan. Because right here, you can read that there's these a group of people called the Koro Pokuru. Alright? I'm going to just short name it called Pokuru right now. Because I ain't trying to get the Koro Pokuru, but maybe. But if you read right here, the Poro Kokuru are a small race of people in the folklore of the Ainu people. Now the Ainu people, none of anytime it says like folklore, it has some real meaning to it. You know what I'm saying? But the Ainu people of the northern Japanese islands, the name is traditionally analyzed as a tripartite. I'm sorry, I definitely did not pronounce that right, but y'all just gonna have to excuse me, but our compound of core or koro, the butter per plant, okay? Remember this. Under, below, or core, kuru, person, and interpreted to mean people below the leaves of the fuki in the Ainu language, right? Now the Ainu believed that the Koroporu were the people who lived in the Ainu land before the Ainu themselves lived there. Huh? Y'all read this right here? The people who lived in the Ainu's land before the Ainu themselves lived there. They were short of stature, agile, and skilled at fishing. They lived in pits with roofs made with butter burr leaves. Okay, I could stop right here. You know what I'm saying? But what you have to understand is, I have a PowerPoint lecture called is either St. Patrick's Day Satanic or St. Patrick's Day Exposed, right? Okay, y'all need to check that out because these people they're talking about, these short-statured, agile, and skilled at fishing, these are the Twa people. Okay. And that's why I had to make a whole nother presentation on that. I could make this way longer, but I didn't want to, just try to re-say the same thing. Y'all want to go check it out. The Ainu people, they were black people. That's where the original leprechauns come from, okay? That's all y'all got to know about that one, okay? But long ago, the Korpuru were on good terms with the Ainu and would send them deer, fish, and other games and exchange goods with them. The little people hated to be seen. However, so they would stealthily make their deliveries under cover of night. Okay, this is even more where you get the leprechauns, because you would have to try and catch the leprechaun, right? Because they were short black people, and every time you tried catching them, they were thought to be magical or have leaf, but all they were herbalists, and so they could heal whoever. Okay, so this is where the Ainu and the Twa people, or there's even another group of people called the Naga Kushnites, but we're just going to stick with the Twa people for right now. But one day, a young Ainu man decided he wanted to see the Koropokuru for himself. So he waited in ambush by the window where the gifts were usually left. When a Korpuru came to place something there, the young man grabbed it by the hand and dragged it inside. It turned out that to be a beautiful Korpuru woman who was so enraged with the young man's rudeness that her people have not been seen since. Their pits, pottery, and stone implants, the Ainu believe, still remain scattered about the landscape. You heard? They still remain scattered about the landscape. So they still be around here somewhere, okay? Now, I wanted to get into this. There's also these people called the Naga Kushnites who may have came after the Korpuru, but, you know, there's not too many. It's hard to get the evidence, but remember that there are these people called the Naga Kushnites who really brought Egypt into Japan, okay? But getting back into the Korpuru. Now, you can see there's these little statues surrounded, all scattered, just like how it says, scattered about the landscape. Do you have these little like leprechaun-looking people, all scattered statues throughout Japan? And people don't know what does this mean? All right, this is where Totoro got their idea from, because you had except Totoro, but you had the two small people that would go and hide up in the tree. All right, they would be hidden, and then they would only come out during the nighttime. Okay, but getting back into it, here you got the Twa people. You see what leaf they use? They use the same leaf that the Koropokuru would use to hide and build their huts. You see, where was it, right? They live with pits with roofs made out of the butterbur leaves, okay? So, and the Twa people love the butterbur leaves, okay? Just be aware of this, okay? So, boom, bada bing. We already got, boom, evidence that the first people in Japan were black people, okay? So, moving on. The flag of Japan. This one, I just wanted to make this real quick because it ties into Egyptians, right? So, the white background of the flag, right? It's white. It meant honest and purity. The middle part of it, that circle, was the sun god and the sun god and the ancestors and the bright future of Japan. Okay. Moving along though, the god of Japan, right? So people want to say, oh, Buddha. People see Buddha nowadays, right? What do we see, right? Exactly, some fat ass Asian dude, all chubby, all sweaty armpit, and got insects up in his ass. You know what I'm saying? He ain't even wipe his ass. He's so fat. You know what I'm saying? Like, what kind of god is that? You know what I'm saying? That's why before I was like, who the f is Buddha? Cause think I'm gonna worship this fat ass? That's what I was saying. I'm just being real. Freedom of speech, bitch. All right, but moving on though. We gotta get into how Buddha became Buddha. Buddha, just real quick, Buddha is not a name but a title meaning enlightened one, blessed one, or one to become awakened. Okay? Now, black Buddhist missionaries introduced Buddhism to China, Japan, and other countries. Buddhism actually started on the India continent. See, this is where people always love to say India starts from, Buddhism is really an Indian, but no, it was black people who migrated from Ethiopia. Okay? You heard? See, he caused the Nagas to become conscious of their own mind powers as opposed to the mantra power of Buddhism, whose doctrine included the golden rule, treat others as you wish them to treat you, which established 500 years before Christianity in the area now called the Middle East of Africa, right? So Buddha was a black man who started in Africa, okay? This is how he would have been. So he would have started around here, down here, or Egypt, or, wherever he started from. He, moved his way to India, China, moved his way to Japan. This is how the missionaries went, and then they, came about here and went to America. All right? But moving on. Evidence shows that the first statue, all Buddha statues like this was the first ever recorded image of Buddha. The statue That's a black man, dog. I don't care if you try to remove the nose like how they do the pharaohs and then the pyramids and the Sphinx, bro. Y'all ain't gonna fool me. You see how they try removing the noses of Buddha, bro? That's a black man. Y'all can I ain't gonna lie. Some Asian people do got big old lips, but hey, no, this is just straight up a black man, dog. I don't know what to tell you. Evidence shows that the first statue of Buddha was of a black-skinned, woolly-haired man with clearly African features. Clearly, y'all, come on now. The people of India, Japan, and China loved the teachings of Buddha so much that they had a problem of worshiping someone other than their own people. See, that's why I have a problem. Why can't people, why can't we just, if somebody's black, let them be black. Y'all just mad because y'all ain't, shoot. Oh, man, I got a PowerPoint coming soon, God. Oh, I'm going to, because, I'm just going to have to stop myself. But Buddha, right? Oh, just like this. You see how they did Jesus? Yeah, Jesus was black too. Everybody was black. They done kicked them into the white universe, man. Y'all stupid. Y'all crazy. And then I want to talk about this. Some people try to say, oh, the twist means certain things. Oh, these were actually snails. So y'all making up more than one story. You know why? Because y'all can't just accept the fact that Buddha was literally... Look at her. You see this? Until some Indian or Asian man can pull this off, bro, I don't want to hear nothing about the snails, bro. Oh, and then I'm about to pop off. I ain't gonna hold y'all, man. Oh, and Netflix, I'm about to expose your ass too. You heard me? Cause ooh, Yosuke, bro, y'all are, man, they did my brother wrong here. You heard me? They try to make this guy seem like a slave, like he been, oh my goodness, they lied on Yosuke, man. It's a shame, man. But I'm gonna get into this. They try to say Yasuke or Yasuko, whatever, man, whatever y'all want to say it, bro. Yasuke, they try to say, oh, he was the first ever black samurai. Oh, he was... Shut the F up. No, he was not. He was probably he's one of many black samurais. That's what y'all failed to mention. Yusuke, all right? Here's an old Japanese proverb. This is an old Japanese proverb. I even read, I think it wasn't exactly implied, but Miyamoto Musashi, he even said, for a samurai to be brave, he must have a bit of black blood. What does that mean? He probably had to be a descendant of real black people. You heard me? A real good samurai had to be a descendant of probably from Egypt or wherever they came from, but they had to be brave. They had to have a little bit of black blood inside of them. You know, DNA Ancestry.com, but don't. Now they lie about that now. You can just type in whatever you want nowadays. I had this one European lady try to come up to me the other day. She was like, I'm 50% Nigerian. Bitch, you got blue eyes, your hair straight as hell. What are you talking about? But we moving on though. The Black Shogun. We got this guy's name. I ain't gonna even try to pronounce it. This was known as the Black Shogun, okay? The Black Shogun was the first man to be given the term Shogun. All right, given the shogun. All right, now the difference between shogun and samurai, the shogun would have just be like the samurai, except the samurai and the shogun. Oh, what am I saying? Excuse me. The shogun literally meant you were a samurai, but with imperial power, so you could actually command and tell people where to go and do all these type of things. But he was a black soldier. Like, it's literally in your face. The first man to be given the shogun was a black soldier called, you know what? We going for it. Sakunio no Tomomaro. He became, man, that was pretty solid, huh? He became the first Saito Shogun. Woo, man, I'm just gonna stop there. Okay. But he's a black man. So what are you talking about? In order to be a shogun, he had to be a samurai. So I was Yasuke, the first black samurai. When he mentioned that he was a Naga Kush Knight. How is that possible? Now I'm about to hit a home run on y'all. Ooh, I'm about to hit a home run on y'all. Y'all heard me? Y'all heard me over there? I said I'm about to hit a home run. Ooh, I'm about to seriously get into. Ooh. Okay, Samurai is Egypt. This is a fact, bro. Samurai is Egypt. All right, so I gotta get into. All right, if you don't think, okay, I'm just gonna assume whoever's watching, whoever's listening, y'all are aware that the Egyptians were black, right? Like, can we just finally admit it? Like, what is so hard about it? You know what I'm saying? But I got this from YP himself. But you see this cobra? All right, now this cobra on the head of the pharaohs or whoever would be wearing it, literally this would represent the pineal gland, because the pineal gland opens like a door and it swells like the head of a cobra while it's being stimulated. So while the pineal gland is swelling, the pituitary gland, which is right under it, it'll be like flickering, like the tongue of a cobra. So when the serpent energy, which is going up the spine, starting from right here, the root chakra, it's going, the serpent energy is flowing up the spine. The chakras are successful, and they're stimulating the chakras. It will stimulate the pineal gland. Okay. So what they did in Japan, because the serpent, the flying serpent or the dragon, it flew all the way out to Japan. So they called it the flying serpent, which would look like a dragon. And so they put the head of a dragon on the helmet of the samurai to tell themselves, look, we are enlightened. We are aware of what's going on. Okay, moving on, because they try to take down the sun and make it not seem like what it seems to be. See, y'all can't. This is why gang members have to explain to the police what gang signs mean. And so when you have when you have Europeans and people who don't understand the meanings of their own things, because they don't really got history like that, y'all ain't gonna understand this. Okay, so here we got the samurai. This comes again, one from Egypt. This is Black history. What are y'all talking about, man? All right, so look, you got the sun right here with the horns of. Oh, I forgot the name. Let me get my notes. You got the horns of Hathor. Sorry, excuse me, but so yeah, we got the horns of Hathor right here with the sun. But what they did in Japan, because if you ever tried copying somebody's homework, right? You can't just copy that bitch. Oh, number one is A, number two. You gotta juke out the teacher's thinking. Or the students, so you gotta, right, erase, right, boom. They had to make the sun way smaller and move it down. Because they can't have the sun all big like this, because then they're gonna be like, oh yeah, I've seen this before. This is Egypt for real. No, but, so now they made everything small. They try to say this is the dead. The Japanese they don't have no demonic faces on. It's literally the faces of the dead. The same way the Seattle Seahawks use a Seahawk bird, or the Pittsburgh uses the Pittsburgh Penguins. Is Japan's mascot was literally just the dead. It was the ancestors. That's what they were doing. That's why most of all of the faces are black people, because they're aware that the ancestors were the Naga Kushnites. Okay, but you see Ra here with the serpent too. All right, but Samurai's Egypt part. Whatever we're on, part 3. Okay, now we have this guy right near. Now, in Egypt, this guy's name is Bes, and what people aren't aware of is that Bes is a god of war. Now, you can see right here, you see everything lines up. This looks exactly like samurai armor. Is y'all looking? Is y'all seeing? Y'all don't gotta believe it's right in front of your face. All right, now, we moving on. So here's, Yusashi, right? My ancestor. You see what we got right here? You see like this? And you see the sun disk with the horn right here? Come on now. How many coincidences is it gonna take for y'all to realize this is just the truth? So you got the armor right here. You see what I'm talking about? You got the armor right here. You got the little missings, and then you got the arm plate right here. Come on, man. How many more coincidences are we going to take from Africa and Egypt and wherever in Nigeria or wherever that we're just going to just say, oh, no, these are just Japanese people? What are you talking about, man? Then we want to get into more of the Japanese people. You got the Fulunai straw hats. How did y'all get this and then put it on and then the Asian people wear it, but yet somehow it's the same exact thing? And also we got Ronin hats and all types of other hats now. But y'all want to know, well, the samurai was so great and everything, where did they get their training? Once again, they got their training from the temple of Medinet Habu. This is why, look at this. There's a karate kick called the Nabai. Alright? And then look, if you look in Egypt, they literally are training, look, flipping, body slamming. This is where, because the people try to say jiu-jitsu comes from the samurai. Well, that's impossible, because who did the samurai learn it from? Well, they learned it from Egypt. And then what? Well, they weren't in Egypt, so who taught them? Missionaries, the Naga Kushnites, the Ainu, the Koropuru, maybe. But I think these were just more like hut type people, but hey, nobody was really there, so we can't. But we do know, I can trace things back. You know, you heard me? I can trace things back. But now, we're gonna end it with the absolute banger of the bangers. You know what I'm saying? If we just look at Japan, let's read some of the names. Nagasaki, Nagoya, Niigata, Nagoka, Nagata. Excuse me? Damn near, it sounds like I'm saying the damn N-word every time I want to say something in Japan. That's because, look at the places in the places in Japan, right? Naga, Niigata, Koshiro, Kush. That's why they try to hide Kush. That's why they call weed Kush nowadays, because they don't want people realizing that what Kush is. Alright, you got Kushiro, Nagasaki, Nagoya, Nagaoka. Okay, now, this is also where you get the N-word from, right? Because these are Ethiopian, African, Egyptian, whatever. These are African terms. These are African words. Whenever you have the Naga, Niga, all of that. So right here we got the, all right, because in places in Africa, when you call a group of people Nagas, it literally means kings. And when you say, excuse me, but I gotta pronounce it, the Nigas. This is where you get the N-word from. It means king. So when you walk up to people, you're going, what up, king? Oh, how's it going, kings? You know what I'm saying? So how is all of this wording so Japanese, but yet it has African root meanings? Okay, so all I'm saying is, next time you want to wear something like this and you black, brother, props to you. Damn. But now y'all know where y'all really come from. You know what I'm saying? Let Wu-Tang be Wu-Tang. All you Asian people getting on Riz's ass, bro, back off before I beat your ass. Me and Bruce Lee are gonna come and kill your ass. I'm playing. I'm playing. But yo, y'all have a nice one. Just be aware of who y'all really are, man. Y'all, if y'all want to train and come to Egypt, coming to Japan, yo, be welcoming. You know what I'm saying? It's time to get the truth out. For real. See ya.